white people didn't invent slavery. In fact, they were the first to end it. Yet somehow, saying this is controversial.
We're not even going to go deep into a historical thing on this, because people like this, once you start hitting them with facts, they start switching the subject and moving the goalposts and, start talking about other things that unrelated to what they said, okay? Let me just give you a quick little historical background on this. At this present time that he's referring to, about when the British ended slavery, right? Britain and France was at war. Matter of fact, all of Europe was at war, really, because they were trying to conquer the Western Hemisphere, right? And France had a monopoly on sugar, and they were killing it in Haiti, you know what I'm saying? And in the Louisiana area of the United States, like, they had land and they was doing great financially. Britain ruled the seas at that time, and they were upset. They was like, hold on, man, France is doing it too big. And that's essentially why, many other reasons, but that's essentially why Britain put a ban to the slave trade, so they can destroy and topple France's economic advantage they had due to the slave trade, plus all the rebellions that were taking place in the Caribbean, in the Americas. It was becoming dangerous to be a non-African person, right? A YT person, right? So a lot of people, abolitionists, was scared. They were like, yo, this slavery thing getting out of control. And also they did it because they wanted to destroy the monopoly that France had on the slave trade. Not because they were, oh my gosh, this is so wrong. No. But people like this, they just shields. You don't pay them no mind. You hit them with 2 or 3 facts and you keep it going. And you keep it going, because all they're going to do is move the goalposts and then start talking about some weird stuff. So what he's saying is a half a truth. And this is what they do. They half lie about something. They tell the truth, but then they lying at the same time. So again, if you ever hear this talking point again, that Britain ended slavery, it was not out of the goodwill or humanitarian efforts. It was because they wanted to stop the economic advantage that France had over the slave trade.